Yo, what's up YouTube, it's Salty, and today I'm going to bring you the fastest high round strategy guide on the map Firebase Z. So to get right into it, the first thing you're going to want to do before you get into a game is make sure that you have a class with either the M60 on it or the crossbow. These are going to be the best two weapons for taking out the order on the assault waves. As well as that, make sure that you have Ring of Fire on your class too. And one more thing, go in your controller settings, scroll all the way down to reload behaviour and change this to prioritise reload. This is going to stop you from picking up grenades when all you want to do is reload your AK. So there's going to be two doors that you need to keep closed for this strategy. The first is going to be on the left, that leads to the ether reactor. And the second one's going to be the main gate that goes to the crash site. And this is where you're going to be camping. There's going to be two spawns, one on your left and one on your right. And you kind of want to position yourself between the two, so that when you shoot the orb of your AK, it's going to kill them two spawns instantly. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to the high round strategy. So in order to run this, you're obviously going to need to get yourself a AK. As well as that, try and get yourself a cruise missile too, just in case you ever get trapped. You can call that in and it should save your life. But since the strategy is all about speed, what you could also do is, there's a crafting bench just outside the weapons lab. So you could actually craft an artillery strike at the start of every round, as long as you could afford to do it, and then just call it in front of the weapons lab, and it's going to help speed up the rounds a little bit more. So this strategy is going to be very similar to the safest strategy that I uploaded before, in the sense that all you're really going to be doing is just shooting the orb out of your AK and just blowing it up with the regular bullets. Even when you have a Ring of Fire, you want to continue doing this. The Ring of Fire is pretty much just going to play the part of whenever the mimics and the manglers get close to you, you should be able to charge that Ring of Fire up quick enough to the point where you can actually use that to kill them. Now in order for you to pull off this strategy, you kinda need to know how to reload your AK safely. I talk about this pretty in depth in the weapons lab video, but I'm going to give you a quick run through now. So if you have a little over 10 bullets left in your mag, what you want to do is you want to shoot an orb of your AK, and then you want to put a couple of bullets into it. This is going to extend the duration of the orb. And then from that point, once the orb's slowing all the zombies down, this is when you're going to want to reload. And then once you're finished, try and blow that orb up. Now it might sound a little confusing, but you're going to see a lot of examples of it throughout this round. So I imagine you'll just get the hang of it by watching the gameplay alone. And one last thing about this strategy is, you might have noticed already, but I've actually got me crosshairs centered around that weapons lab door, so that when I'm shooting the orb and I have a Ring of Fire popped, my bullets are actually going through that orb and they're killing all the zombies that are coming out of that weapons lab door. Now even when you don't have Ring of Fire popped, this is still going to kill the Hellhounds. There's a Hellhound spawn in that weapons lab. But when you have Ring of Fire popped, you're going to be killing everything in that room if you just have your crosshairs centered like I do now.
That's really all you have?
Moving on to the assault waves, I'd recommend that you always try to have a Ring of Fire ready for these waves, just to try and speed up the round as much as possible. Now you can do this by tracking when you're going to get your next assault wave, and I believe it's every 9 or 11 rounds that you get them. So for example, if you got an assault wave in round 85, your next one's going to be on 94 to 96. And if you don't have a Ring of Fire, what you can do is you can just buy an artillery strike, and then once all the zombies start spawning, call it in and it should be able to finish off charging your Ring of Fire. Now the crossbow is actually going to be slightly faster at killing the order, however it doesn't actually make a difference because the round doesn't even end until the order walks fully up to the map. And by that point, both weapons have already finished off his health bar. Now before I end the video, I'm going to play out one more round of gameplay just to give you a better understanding of the strategy, since this is probably going to be one of the hardest strategies in this game. However, that's going to be it from me, so if this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I demand your silence. Single shot unleashes great destruction. craves this day.